Hello everyone and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video. And today we're going to be taking a look at my reissue, if you will, of my MCU display. I actually had shot this in a whole different fashion, but the camera that I used for shooting apparently was defective. I had bought a GoPro for shooting while I actually do the setup, and yeah, the camera's defective. I shipped it back and most of the footage was lost. So we're just gonna have to do this kind of video again, similar to ones I've done some time ago showing the display. I just want to show it real quick, and then we're gonna try something a little different for the remaining setups. But similar, if you watched my last video, the displays are basically done kind of in the phases. I have a few new figures compared to that last video, like the Ironmonger and Iron Man pack there, and I think maybe the Happy is new as well. But this is my mostly phase 1. We do have some Iron Man 3 figures back there. Still have my unmasked Heroes of the MCU display set up as well. I have a Scourge up here specifically because I was going to get a little speech bubble that I'm going to print out and have the "Behold my stuff" quote from him, and I just have them on display up there. I just haven't gotten around to that. But that is the top shelf. As you can see in the back here, we have a Tesseract, as well as some box stuff that I actually just haven't bothered taking out. Some old Toys R Us exclusives. And I really should open this one, the one with the Collector and Grandmaster. It's not really that hard to find. I could probably find room for the Collector somewhere. But if you did watch my previous video, collection video that is, probably the rest of these shelves are going to be where you'll notice the most change. So still have kind of sorted by the phases here. But I've gone in and actually added a new feature. So you can see that ring around Falcon there. I 3D printed that, modeled it so that I could hold figures upright, and then I basically 3D modeled and printed a little clip that specifically allows that display piece, or rather stand, to clip to my specific shelves. So that way I can have Falcon here hovering over the crowd without a stand below, which gives me more room for the figures below. Which you can see, I again sorted out kind of by movie, Civil War, Guardians 2. I did upgrade my Doctor Strange, the little Spirit Strange there. So he has been upgraded to the one there that actually has some color to it versus the previous pearlescent one. Also added Quicksilver, if you can see him. Right kind of there, hiding behind. So we got Quicksilver added to the collection now. And I did the same thing with the 3D print. So you can see Spider-Man in the foreground, but also in the background there, you can see Yellow Jacket, also with a ring around him. And I 3D printed something that fits into the little peg holes on the side of my glass. So again, I can have like Spider-Man here suspended in the air, but without having a stand below. That gives me a chance to put more figures down. So I really like that design. The thing that kind of bums me out about the display, though, is honestly Vulture. He is just so big that I can't really suspend him in any way, and he just takes up so much room, and it just kind of makes this whole side feel really over full. But I mean, it still looks all right. Moving down, we have some Ragnarok figures in the back. I think Surtur is probably new compared to the last time I did this video. And then also, I think maybe that 3D printed throne back there for Black Panther, I think that might be new as well. So yeah, just another 3D printed accessory. I kind of like how it looked. And then I did the same thing with Captain Marvel and Wasp, having some 3D printed stuff to keep them suspended as well. So that way we can have them flying overhead. Thought that looked good. And then for my Infinity War setup, like I couldn't really find a good use for like the eye patch Thor, so I have him down there with Ebony Maw standing over him. Kind of did like the opening scene there. The updated Infinity War Captain America, I got him catching Proxima Midnight Spear from his introduction, and then Proxima fighting Black Widow. The updated Black Order as well, I got that whole pack, so that way those are all updated. We got the post-snap there. I like this one, Corvus Glaive, getting ready to try to get the Mind Stone from Vision. And then I don't think I had this set up, which is, of course, when they're trying to take the gauntlet off. The only thing that mismatches is that Doctor Strange obviously doesn't match the scene. He's not using the Time Stone. During this scene, he's got the orange wraps around his arm, so it kind of just looks like he's holding his arm out there. But otherwise, a relatively screen-accurate representation of that moment, so I like that. Then when we move down, we have kind of just sort of, I don't know, the not so popular in-between movies, including Black Widow, Shang-Chi. I put them back there. And when I say in-between, I mean in-between Infinity War and Endgame, because I wanted Endgame to be front, Infinity War and Endgame to be in the front here. So we have, again, I think Rescue and the Captain Marvel, the Endgame Captain Marvel are new if you watch the previous video. Wong is definitely new. Adding Jeremy Renner's head sculpt was new. And then, of course, we have the big three there up against Thanos. And I have the dusted Thanos sitting in the background. And then, of course, we have Cap with his getting ready to snap. And then we have the bottom shelf, which is my least favorite, and you can tell I didn't really spend any time trying to get any kind of crazy poses going. Phase 4, I think I'm just done with MCU figures, with the exception maybe if they do some more Fox figures. I do like having the Fox figures, but you know, I think I might just sell like the Netflix figures in the back there, the movie Venom, I might want to get rid of. And then just all the Phase 4, the What If stuff, the multiverse. Like, I have a bunch of figures I didn't even open. I have most of the No Way Home, and like I have the Rintrah Wave. Haven't even bothered building the figure. I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm done. And I might even, if I do sell it, might try to incorporate more figures into the Endgame display. Take characters that would fit with Endgame. Like Star-Lord and stuff like that. But that's basically the setup. And I did forget to mention I did have the Peter and Ned that I added to the display as well there. So that's in the background. But that's basically the setup for the MCU right now. So nothing too crazy. Some new additions and some upgrades there with the 3D printed parts. I think maybe the last time too I didn't have the transparent Vision. That might be new. And Winter Soldier was definitely new because I actually got rid of the Civil War Black Panther and the Walmart exclusive Winter Soldier out of the display. And then, of course, I had the pearlescent Doctor Strange before as the spirit getting knocked out. So that got removed. But next, we're going to move on to the section over here on the next video. And we're going to move the Cosmic Collection to the top shelf, and then the bottom shelves are going to be for Galactus. So we have some work to do there. But that is it for now. Sorry this video didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to. Losing that footage kind of stinks. But with that being said, hopefully the next video is a little bit better. But stay tuned for that, and make sure to subscribe for more content just like this. And as always, thanks for stopping by and watching my video, and have a great day.